Fennville, Michigan, a town of 1,459, known for its making of Michigan wine and the hometown of Richie Jordan, until 1 year ago when tragedy struck. The high school basketball team was on a run for an appearance in the state finals, winning together as a team with a player that was a standout, Wes Leonard, only a junior at Fennville, who weeks before celebrated his 1,000th point reached on the court. But then after making the game-winning shot against the Bridgman Bees and leading the team to a perfect 20-0 record, he collapsed on the court and died.
I struggled a lot with it because I thought, is this his destiny that he was to die on a high school basketball court? I mean, what was the purpose of this? And then you think, is this his legacy to save other children? So people understand what they're looking at. Just think, okay, young people do die, and young people have heart failure, and for whatever reason.
I've got a picture that he signed and gave me after we gave him some stuff after scoring his 1,000 points. Signed by him. Hey, thanks, coach, and got a picture of us there, and so every morning, every night, whether it's me or one of our players or probably countless other community people around here, and people maybe all around the state. At some point you've heard the story, you're thinking about them, and we've just got a lot more of the closer memories to pull upon. So
let's look back at the life that was Wes Leonard's, the boy that was adventurous, had strong family ties, was a great athlete breaking records in multiple sports, and a close friend.
We were both on the football team, both on the basketball team, and also baseball. And I don't know, through the years I just got to know him and his family better, and him and his younger brother Mitchell just became brothers to me, and his mom and dad were like parents for me. I mean, they were always there for me.
Just always telling us that it's a game, but it's a big game for us. Every game was a big game. We always had to get the W.
Even though we didn't talk about it, there was a quiet or silent understanding of we want to go represent what Wes was and how he competed.
Wes was not only a basketball star, but also made an impact on the football field.
Always wanted from one sport to another. I think that was kind of neat because he was diversified. Because people say, well, which one do you love most, football or basketball? Whichever one I'm playing.
He was determined to excel with what he was doing. Didn't matter which sport. He wanted to be the best at that sport, that season, that time.
This winter, Wes was inducted into the Fennville Hall of Fame for the records that he already set, for the records that he would have set, and for the life he still had to live.
The last Hall of Fame, it's a good friend of his is a coach. His brother went into the Hall of Fame. So Joe Causey and Travis Causey were both in the Hall of Fame. And I took a picture of them standing together, the two Hall of Famers with Wes, and they go, yep, here's our future Hall of Famer.
It has anything to do maybe more with what he deserved and what he would have garnered at a later date in his life.
Wes was just really an outstanding young man, and he's greatly missed. And we know what a magnet he was for the attention of kids and the community as a whole, how much they respected him, how much they held him in high regard. And so not only for his athletic prowess on the field, but just for the kind of person he is, that's where we really think he's an outstanding addition to the Hall of Fame.
Wes was a friend.
I just remember a smile about him because he enjoyed who he was, he enjoyed what he was doing.
He was just a great guy, great player, great friend.
Wes was a son.
I think that's what we miss the most is just his the energy he brought to our house, brought to our school, just his whole attitude. When he was up, he was doing. He may like to sleep in a little bit like everybody else, but when he was up, let's go, let's do. And everything for him was kind of extremes, like snowmobiling or skiing or jet skiing. Everything, he parasailed. We bought one off eBay. How stupid is that to give a kid like that a parasail, right?
Wes was an athlete.
Describe him as super committed, never liked games like never liked Wii or PlayStation or any of that. I mean, he'd rather be shooting 500 free throws or playing one-on-one. You know, he loved to play one-on-one, and so he's super committed. Always, if there was time, let's go do that.
You know, when I think of him, I think of the most coachable kid I've ever met. That's 10 years of coaching and multiple years of playing myself. He accepted coaching with no hesitation, which is an extraordinary thing, I think even more in today's age. In the locker room itself, he had a focus, and again, that determination that you don't always see from high school athletes.
Very good team player, always positive, keeping us up, always making us do our best. And he's a big impact, so you still got to play for him, still got to play the way he wants us to play.
It was nice to have him around and everything, but he's not anymore. But we still have his younger brother, which reminds me a lot of him, and it's just nice to have Leonard around.
I just think he was super dedicated, and I think the kid just believed when he was with them that anything was possible. Whether it was to win or not, I don't know, but anything was possible. And if he was out there, he said, let's go.
Wes was a member of the community that made an impact during his short life and will leave an impact forever.
I hope his legacy for his friends is that he worked 100%, and his death was to keep others from dying. You know, I hope it's both. I hope it's also on the field and on the court, but it's also his spirit and his soul. I think it should be both.